Welcome to today's scheduled broadcast. Today on the monthly channel, we'll be looking into an alternative to repeaters that guarantees a fresh perspective and a whole lot of crits. That's right, today's lesson is on the Twin Suns. If you came here to learn, you're in luck, but first ask yourself, why would I use these over regular repeaters? Quite simply, they have everything regular repeaters don't have. You want dodge mechanics? We've got dodge mechanics. You want explosives? We've got explosives. You want a reward for smart repeaters usage? Then come on down to the Shroud store and try your hand at the ultimate reward. All yours for the low price of 1,000 steel marks. But in saying this, the Twin Suns by design don't have a lot of what makes the repeaters the repeaters. It's a double-edged sword. You can have the best of one world, but not the best of the other at any point. Now that I've intrigued you, let's learn how they work, shall we? The gimmick that makes the Twin Suns so different to their Ossian counterparts is the fact that all of the parts are locked in, unchangeable, making them a weapon all of themselves with rather outstanding effects you can't find in any other weapon, let alone anything limited to repeaters. Since we're only working with 4 parts, we'll be going down the list in order, starting with... The barrel has the effect of empowerment no longer adding increased damage, but instead a 40% chance to critically hit. For those who don't know, a critical hit, or crit, adds 50% damage to any confirmed damage number, even on top of damage modifiers. A hit can be 100 damage, but 150 as a crit. Adding any perks that increase that base damage, increase the crit damage too. Always an added 50% to what the number would otherwise be. This applies to damage of all types, part, wound and stagger included. You'll know if you have a crit by the number appearing with an exclamation point. Be prepared to see this a lot with Twin Suns. The chamber affects what normally would be your throw ability. This ability replaces your 12 shots with 8 lobbed explosives called mag bombs that stick to a behemoth. Once reloaded or left active for too long, will explode all stuck bombs. If a mag bomb explodes on a previously unattached part, it will do 300 more base damage. This will be your big damage dealer, but we'll cover this in more detail soon. All that needs to be said for now is that this is what your abilities work towards. This is your reward for using skill, leading to a surprisingly large burst of damage. The grip changes what is normally your skill shot. You dash in the direction your Slayer is currently moving, and if dash through an attack, will spin you into 6 automatic shots that always crit. If in mag bomb mode, will instead fire 2 mag bombs. This will be covered soon as there's too much to unpack in this section, both being multi-layered abilities. In this section, what can be said is this is exactly what you want for rewarding your dodge reaction. This should always be your first dodge against any impact damage, to the point of risking yourself into attacks directed at others. Last but certainly not least, for PRISM. After a critical hit, reduce the cooldown of mag bomb mode by 3 seconds. This is the part that ties everything together, as mag bomb mode has an insanely long cooldown naturally, so this rewards you for playing to the strengths of the weapon, in gaining crits and dodging with your spin ability. This is the strength of having locked parts. Everything is designed to play into each other rather than side by side. To anyone who plays repeaters and went to this weapon, the placement of the abilities will seem a little mixed. Where your skill shot, the big damage dealer would be, is instead a utility ability, and where your utility would be, is instead your damaging ability. Fear not though, as these are essentially weapons all of their own. Switching in and out of them will feel like switching to another weapon entirely. No need to worry about what ability does what, as soon as you get some practice. Now let's start your first ability, the Twin Suns dodge. You will get access to your normal dodge by pressing the usual button, but activating your ability will put you into a very similar dash if you've ever played Chain Blades. This dash has iframes and a short cooldown. If dodged through an impacted attack, will spin you a short distance, firing off 6 automatic firing shots that always crits. No shots taken from your clip. Each shot does smaller damage than the usual, but it always lands on the behemoth. Interesting notes are the dash only has to cross past with an attack, meaning you can be way past the actual attack, but if it crosses the line whilst in animation, will still lead to a spin. These 6 shots do count towards the 3-second reduction though, brought on by the PRISM, making for a full 18 seconds reduction, a priority dodge over the regular. What would be your throw ability is now mag bomb mode. Your clip becomes replaced with 8 mag bombs that fire in a decently distance arc, sticking to a behemoth's hitbox or instantly exploding on anything that isn't the behemoth. After reloading or letting the mode's timer run out, all bombs stuck to a behemoth will explode, dealing large damage with each bomb and still being able to crit. If a bomb explodes on a previously unstuck part, it will do even more damage. If you're in mag bomb mode and perform a spin dodge, you'll instead release 2 mag bombs that won't take from your clip. After mag bomb mode shuts off, you'll automatically be empowered, so no need to put yourself in danger after the payoff. This is what you may call the reward or grand finale to all your work in gaining crits and spin dodging, as these numbers come in large and in a big cluster, making for some very rewarding damage. Everything about these abilities and the part effects reward you for playing as intended, down to the benefits of mag bomb mode being on a much shorter cooldown, the incentive for playing close range, to even the pleasing attack animations and visuals. For all they can't do, what they can will leave you a dangerous slayer. Since the Twin Suns are a focused weapon with their own playstyle, it makes sense for the builds to play into that fact. Ostian repeaters are modular, so you can do anything you like with them, so the builds can be varied to an incredible degree. But the Twin Suns have no changing parts. In fact, the parts work so well into each other that the inner focus of them can be even more than other weapons. Unfortunately, this means making builds will have less variety, but what you do make will be more potent. Obviously the best sells right now for Twin Suns would be Cunning and Discipline, as both increase crit chance. Cunning is especially important as, while yes, you gain 10% more crit chance, the bonus 30% damage from crits will be invaluable. This means all crits on top of other damage modifiers will be 80% more damage over the regular 50. The Twin Suns are all about the chances. You're putting it down to luck, but increasing those chances with an added damage boost isn't anything to pass up lightly. Now of course, Discipline allows you to go into a low life build with Wild Frenzy and Rage, which is where we're gonna start. Focusing on damage will obviously net greater results with crits, turning already large numbers into damage worthy of the exclamation mark. The biggest role of these weapons is to amplify your damage, so playing into this has some great upsides worth at least trying. Add in Lucky Magazine too for all the crit chance you can. You can also go into the option of speed, allowing for rapid fire at the cost of multiplying your damage. At first glance this can seem costly, but amplified damage is still amplified damage no matter how you cut it. Playing into speed means playing into movement too, as this gives you an excuse to try Extraction Catalyst. May not give more crit chance, but your spin dodge will be on an instant reset, making for many more opportunities to reset mag bomb mode. You see, more speed means more crits being shot, along with more spins. Mag bomb mode in this build style will be a constant. Very good for anyone wanting to try a more fast-paced mode of play. Of course, you can build for anything you like. Damage, speed, support, parts. It's all up to you to decide what's best. Remember though, there's no wrong answers, just wasted potential. And that, for now, is the basics. Thank you for watching, and I hope this gives you an incentive to try these weapons out. They're a bit costly, being 1,000 steel marks in the trial store, but to anyone wanting to try them out, they're worth the price, at least to me. It's been a pleasure making this video, but for now, this has been your regularly scheduled broadcast. We'll see you same time next week on the Malfi channel.